No. Where that everything comes in. Do you think that Dante comes in here with wearing the same as everybody?
You entered into a new kind of contract with the reader that you become confessional. The job of the writer they saw as confessional, to make a portrait of himself for his public. And this, the whole idea of like Rembrandt's self-portraits, the whole idea of turning toward the man who was writing is new, because nobody ever paid any attention to authors in the Middle Ages.
I collaborate with...
All books were anonymous. But with the coming of printing, the idea of self-expression comes in.
Suddenly revealed as a conventional sort of man.
Since McLuhan.
The old Blarney, Killarney, the minstrel boy to the war is gone, all that sort of crap.
You said, I don't explain. I explore, I don't explain. Now, isn't that an untenable, indeed inexcusably arrogant position for a teacher to take up when you are a teacher? We should explain.
I explore poetry.
Tony is a bit off the old Blarney, Killarney.
The mass audience is one of circuit.
I think twisting is itself a kind of untwisting of the daily task.
Tribal group can have a point of view. They're committed.
Do you know who Marshall McLuhan is?
Are you kidding me? Understanding media, the extensions of man, was like my good nightmare.
Or on the shape of the cheap wit of the New Yorker. He says at the end, thus do the courtiers of dullness and unreason ape-like assume the regal function of wit. I thought that's great. But I guess he was also important to me because he did...
This is what most people cannot understand. They only look for the figure. They will not study the ground. They will not study the ground.
How the hell do you start talking to these big shots?
Pretension. It's their put-ons.
They will not study the ground.
If you don't know, that's one of Professor McLuhan's early books, Understanding Media, sort of the classic that... It's not that early, my gosh. This is another example of that narrow attention span. It's after a lot of literary criticism.
Nobody would ever think about progress. By the way, progress is not capable of being used anymore. Yeah, that's in a multi-directional world, you cannot have progress. The word run comes from room.
We today in the electric age are as primitive or bewildered as any Eskimo ever was when he saw his first railway train. Our ability to cope with this new electronic technology is not any greater than that.
If it was funny,
Stuart Stone, for example, would say, waiter approaches a table of Jews, says, is anything all right? You know.
That's a good joke.
I don't like cruelty when it's gratuitous.
I don't like anything when it's gratuitous.